Start this lesson by saying, Call Allah Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Shirakat Gadaj. Double honors to the elect out here preaching this word in truth and sincerity. Just gonna roll off a few precepts. Lesson won't be too long. Walk and talk on the way home. Psalm 68 and 17. The chariots of Yahweh are 20,000, even thousands of angels. The Lord is among them, as in Sinai, in the holy place. So the Lord has an innumerable amount of UFOs, which you English call UFOs and UAPs, which are the chariots of the Lord. That's why they're flying around here, man. They've been here for a very long time, and now they're actually showing up more often. And why is that? Because the day of the Lord is not. So these are one of the signs that the Lord said to look out for. He says, you shall see, roughly paraphrasing, you shall see miracles in the sky, roughly paraphrasing, and blood moons, and the chariots goes right into it. The UFOs are what it is. Let's get a description of a chariot in the Bible. I believe it's the book of Zechariah. Can't remember what chapter. Let's see if I can remember the precept. Okay. Let's get a description of a UFO. First, book of Zechariah. Let's get it. A physical description of a UFO in the Bible. The book of Zechariah, chapter 5, verse 1. Then I turned and lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll. Flying roll, right? Okay, we're going to segue back to that. segue back to that. Oh man, I lost it. Let's get back to the book of Zechariah. Oh man, that's stupid. Okay. Should be able just to get right back to it to make everything so fucking difficult. Okay. Zechariah chapter 5, verse 1. Then I turned and lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll. Verse number 2. And he said unto me, what seest thou? See, Zechariah is having a conversation with the angel of the Lord right now. And he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits, the breadth thereof is 10 cubits. Then he said unto me, this is the angel of the Lord talking to Zechariah, this is the curse that goes forth over the face of the whole earth. Don't them UFOs show up over the face of the whole earth? Continuing on. For every man that steal shall be cut off as on this side according to it. And every man that swear shall be cut off as on this side according to it. Who is the thief that the Lord is making reference to? Would it be them so-called Edomites, the devil that the Bible speaks of? The ones that came up from Europe and that are from Europe and went throughout the breadth of the land, stealing places that's not theirs. The United States of America belongs to the so-called Native American Indians and the Mexicans. And Christopher Columbus, his Edomite ass come over here, and what he do? He steals the land. And they try to say he discovered it. He discovered. How the fuck do you discover something when people were already here? Because he's a fucking thief. So-called white man is a fucking thief, and that's the thief that is being fucking talked about in here. Then said he unto me, this is the curse that goes forth over the face of the whole earth, and for every man that steals shall be cut off as on this side according to it, and everyone that swears shall be cut off as on that side according to it. Verse number 4. Okay, it's ready to get good. I will bring it forth, says the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief, the United States of America, and wherever these fucking Edomites dwell, these so-called white people dwell, and in the house of him that swear falsely by my name. Yep. God, Jesus Christ, and all that other shit. When it's Yahushua in the Paleo Hebrew language. Letter J wasn't have been until 1524. The white boys is Jesus. It's fucking Chezerate boys, yeah. Not even real. The Lord is a so-called black man from the tribe of Judah. Then the angel. Okay, now let's run it back. I will bring it forth, says the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief, and to the house of him that swear falsely by my name, so-called white man, the Edomites, and it shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it with the timber thereof, and with the stones thereof. So-called UFOs, guess what their job is to, which are the chariots of the Lord, is to bring fire down to Babylon the Great, which is the United States of America, is to burn this bitch up, because it was stolen, right? Okay, let's get my precept to prove that. I believe it's Psalms Technology sucks here, man. '66. Damn, I can't remember what it is. Damn preset. This fucking phone. The bitch up. Okay, all right, we got it. And it might be a pause in the video when I go search for the precepts, but bear with me. Isaiah 66 and it's going to be 15. For behold, the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, will come with fire, with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many. So let's run that back. To verse number 15 is the point. For behold, the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai will come with fire and his chariots. The chariots are what you call UFOs, UAPs, like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. Now, didn't we just read in the book of Zechariah how these so-called chariots, UFOs, are going to burn this place up? That flying roll is going to, the curse that goes forth over the whole earth, that's going to burn this place up. And Isaiah, 66 to 15, basically says the same exact thing. Right? Okay. Let's see. Got any more precepts? Let's get another description, because the UFOs, UAPs, they come in different sizes and shapes too. Let's see what Ezekiel's seeing. What is it? It's a lucky if I have like pauses in the video. This phone is terrible, man. Terrible. Let's see what Ezekiel's saying. This is in the book of Ezekiel, I believe, the first chapter. Because this is not going to pull it up this way. All these fucking Bible apps suck. All these fucking Bible apps fucking suck, man. Shit. Fucking hate this shit. Fucking doing videos and shit, man. And I don't mind doing the videos, but when you go to do the videos, there's always some stupid shit going on with their fucked up ass technology and shit. Okay, let's see. There we go. We already got it. Okay. So you can go into the first book of Ezekiel. This is going to go into another physical description of a UFO / UAP, because they come in different shapes and sizes, right? Okay. And I looked and beheld, verse number 4, and I looked and behold, a whirlwind come out of the north, a great cloud. See that great cloud? He makes the clouds his chariots, right? Let's go ahead and get that before we finish up.
Animal or mom or dad.
Cloud his chariots. See? These the clouds. Oh my fucking goodness, man. Check this out. Stupid shit. That works. Psalms 104:2. Who covers thyself with light as with a garment, who stretches out the heavens like a curtain. We talking about Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah right now. Verse number 3. Who laid the beams of his chambers in the water, who makes the clouds his chariots. He makes the clouds his chariots, who walks upon the wings of the wind. See, what you call UFOs, UAPs, they are the chariots of the Lord. And the chariots have the cloaking ability to actually cloak themselves in the clouds. And let's get that. This is the Lord Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shah, who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ, getting beamed up by what you call a UFO. Acts chapter 1, verses 9. And when he spoke, and when he had spoke these things, while they beheld, because the Lord was talking to the disciple at this time, just to give you like a reference of what's going on. Acts chapter 1, the Lord was sitting around the disciples, right? Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. And when he had spoken these things, while they beheld, he was taken up. And a cloud received him out of their sights. Who makes the clouds his chariots. So a cloud received the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. He was beamed up into what you call a UFO. And I believe there's another line to this. Keep it going. Verse number 10. And while they looked steadfastly towards heaven as he went up, because he was beamed up, they looking up into the sky, into the heavens, like while the Lord's getting beamed up, right? Behold, 2 men stood by them in white apparel. These are the angels of the Lord. Come on, man, shit. Verse number 11, which also said, ye men of Galilee, why standing ye gazing up into the heavens? So the angels are looking like, what y'all doing looking up to the sky? This same Yahweh Shah, because it ain't Jesus, because the letter J was invented in 1524, so it ain't Jesus. It's Yahweh Shah in the Paleo Hebrew, right? This same Yahweh Shah, which is taken up from you into heaven, shall come in like manner as you have seen him go into the heavens. So the angel of the Lord was like the same way you seen him go up, he's going to come back down in like manner. And we can get that in the book of Ezra and the Apocrypha. Like the Lord put the Spirit on the door. We're going to flip back to Ezekiel. Another Ezekiel chapter 1. Well, probably stay here with the fucking Bible apps are pieces of shit. Ezekiel chapter 1. Walk and talk on the way home. Okay, we're gonna go into a physical, because like I said, the UFOs come in different shapes and sizes. They go another size or shape of let's get it. Okay, verse number, we're gonna start with verse number 11. Thus were their faces, and their wings were stretched upward, 2 wings of every one which joined one unto another, 2 covered their bodies. And they went every one straight forward. Whether the spirit was to go, they went, and they turned not where they went. So these UFOs have the ability, they don't turn like, a vehicle, a car, or a plane would turn. They don't do that, these UFOs, UAPs. See, what Ezekiel was saying, like, man, these things, they don't need to turn. They just go. They just do whatever the Spirit tell them to do. They just do it. They defy gravity is what he's basically saying in this. Like, these UFOs defy gravity. They do, like, shit that we don't have the tech, with these Edomites don't have the technology to do. These things are like, we read in that article, they're out of this world, right? And Ezekiel's basically saying the same thing. And they went, everyone straight forward. Whether the spirit was to go, they went. And they turned not when they went. They don't need to turn. They just go to the left, go to the right, go to. They ain't got to make no 90-degree turn or try to. No, they ain't got to do that. They defy gravity. As for the likeness of the living creatures, their appearance was like the coal, like burning coals of fire. Don't you just see them lamps burning up in the sky when you see them UFOs? People say they look like little orbs and balls and shit, balls of light, right? And the appearance of lamps, and it went up and down among the living creatures, and the fire was bright, and out of the fire went forth lightning. And the living creatures ran and returned as the appearance of a flash of lightning. These motherfuckers was quick, is what Ezekiel was saying. These motherfuckers was just moving like lightning. And that's what everybody say when they see these UFOs, right? So a lot of people got a truck going by. Hold on. Okay, we're gonna go into a physical, like a little physical appearance of the UFO. Like he's describing how it was maneuvering and all that other shit, right? And how fast it was, right? In verse number 15. Now, as I beheld the living creatures, behold, one wheel upon the earth by the living creature with 4 faces. And the appearance of the wheel and their work was like unto the color of beryl. And the 4 had one likeness. And the appearance and their work was as if it were a wheel in the middle of a wheel. Hey, that's what you motherfuckers call UFOs? A wheel. Let's go get a picture of it. See, look, can't even get back to the Bible fucking verse. Man, that shit fucking retarded, stupid ass shit. But that was it for the book of Ezekiel, another physical description. So what are these UFOs slash UAPs the Church of the Lord here to do? They're here to save the elect of the nation of Israel. Let's get that. They're here to save the slash UAPs. This is the UFO slash UAPs saving the elect of the nation of Israel. Isaiah 26:20. Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers. Well, that word chambers again, right? Who makes the clouds as chariots. I'm butchering it right now, but I don't want to keep going back and forth because it's fucking stupid ass Bible act. But that word chambers, research that. That was in that same Bible verse. He laid his beams of his chambers in the water to make his clouds his chariots, right? Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers and shut thy doors about thee. What? Shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself, as it were, for a little moment, until the indignation be overpassed. And what is indignation? That is righteous anger of the Lord right there. So shut thy doors about thee. So whatever the Lord is talking about is going to have doors in it, and we're going to have to shut the door until the Lord destroys these people, right? So we're going to be getting beamed up into these UFOs, and the Lord is going to say, come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers and shut thy doors about thee, right? So that's what's going to happen. So these UFOs slash UAPs are here to save the nation of Israel and to bring destruction to the wicked. And let's get that. And just like in the book of Acts, right? How the Lord got beamed up by the so-called UFOs, and the angels told him, and likewise, man, he shall come back down. Let's get that. But my videos are always rough, rugged, and raw anyway, so whatever. Let's see if I need to go back. This is going to be a long one. Okay, now this is going to go into World War III. Right, this is going to be in the midst of World War III, right? Second Ezra 13:5. And after this, I beheld, and lo, there gathered together a multitude of men out of the number from the four winds of heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea. So these are all the armies of the earth gathering together to subdue our Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And it says our Lord came out the sea, but it's really talking about the heavens, you know. The Lord has, and you know, it's water up in the heavens, right? So that's just a stumbling block for you, like fucking non-believers right there and shit, and believe all that dumbass flat earth shit. But Yahushua, right? So the armies are coming towards Yahushua. Second Ezra 13:6. But I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain and flew upon it. That big ass mountain that he flew upon is what you ignorantly call UFOs, UAPs. But I would have seen the regional place where out the hill was graven, and I could not. He couldn't see the beginning, or he could not see the end of the mountain. That's how big that motherfucker was. He couldn't see the beginning or the end of it. Also like the movie Independence Day, right? And after this I beheld, and lo, all they that which gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yes, their fight. So when they see the Lord Yahushua, they're going to be scared as shit, but they still going to fight. Riding on that UFO. Verse number 9. And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand. All right, how's it going? Oh, I wasn't even paying attention. I'm doing my video real quick. Lady. All right. Sit down for 1 second. Daddy got to finish his video. Lucky about that. I'll be right back. Second Ezra 13:9. And lo, as he saw the violence of the men, of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war. This fucking phone, like this shit is crazy. Verse number 10. But only I saw that he had sent out his mouth as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests. And they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which prepared to fight, and burned them up every one, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude nothing was to be perceived but only dust and smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was sore afraid. So-called UFOs, UAPs are here to deliver the nation of Israel, the elect of the nation of Israel, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, and to burn up you other nations on here, starting with the Edomites, so-called white people. And that's what's going to happen in the midst of World War III. Hopefully this lesson was edifying. I know it was kind of screwed up a little bit with the Bible verses, but hopefully just take it slow, listen. Hopefully you were edified by the lesson. All honor and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elect out here preaching his word in truth and sincerity. King Jesse out with another Bible lesson. UFOs and UAPs are the chariots of the Lord, coming to save the elect and bring destruction to the wicked. We got next.